the gradient.
Thank you.
With our colors.
You guys are beautiful.
Thank you.
Gracious.
I love when you say
I can't even say it normal anymore. I literally can't say it normal anymore.
That's the countdown right there.
Yeah. What's up, you guys? You are tuned into an all-new episode of Point of View. Happy Tuesday, you guys. We have a brand new face in the building, Mr. Oliver Twist himself. Woo!
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
We're so excited to have you on the show. Fun fact, Oliver and I call him Eddie, but I'm sorry, I wasn't supposed to put your name out there on TV.
Too late.
Too late now, my bad. But we went to high school together.
Yes, we did.
In the same class, so please don't tell people your age because then they're going to know mine.
Well, yes, no, we went to high school together, and she was a friend of mine. We worked together. We were in student government together.
Yes.
Wow,
I was
student
student body
government.
president, and she was the secretary. And I
Come
came
on,
and found her.
secretary.
And she was the best secretary, like the absolute best, like absolute best. And we just developed a friendship through student government and being in high school.
Yeah.
Like, we've stayed in contact throughout the years.
Literally.
I'm here with you guys. No, I love her. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. So proud of
And
you.
also, for those of you who don't know, he was also on which season of The Circle?
5, the best one.
Netflix.
Right?
The best one. Okay.
Yeah, so we're so excited to
Yes.
have you here today.
I'm excited to be
We
here.
have, an amazing topic today. We have so many amazing topics today, so let's just jump right into it. So have you guys ever heard of the term industry plant? For those of you who don't know, an industry plant is basically someone who achieves a high level of fame, not because of their talent or hard work, but because of who they know and their wealth. So who do you guys think is an industry plant?
Ice Spice.
Really?
Yes. I had to be Tally to it. I knew she was about to say
Oh,
something.
no. I was about to say Ice Spice. Y'all didn't know I'm going for the one that is leading the twerking revolution.
Oh, Jesus.
It has to be, for me, Sexy Red.
The girls love Sexy Red.
The twerkers love Sexy Red, but
love
the
Sexy
ladies do
Red.
not.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm a lady and a twerker.
A lady and a
best of both
twerker. That's
worlds.
funny. I think Coyle Ray. I don't think she would be where she's at without Benzino, her father. Yeah.
Now let's just take a look at Benzino's track record for a second, because reality star.
Yeah. Benzino is not just a reality star, though.
He's a music legend.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a legend.
He's a big music legend.
Back
He
in the
was
day-
Hip-hop.
someone back in the day, but I can't say legend only because I can't remember one thing that.
Well,
I
because he
can't
was
remember.
an
The
hard
Source
time.
magazine, the Source Awards.
Yeah, he owned the Source magazine.
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, I
Okay.
totally forgot that. That's how
Wow.
unimportant he is.
I think that Benzino put Coy in the right rooms. I'm not saying Coy isn't talented.
I believe that.
I'm not saying that at all, but she was placed in the correct rooms for sure.
I believe that.
But whose wing is she under now?
I'm not sure.
The Lords, because they ain't
Yeah.
her daddies. They
You
always
know what?
arguing.
It's not her daddy, but is it 50 Cent? It's somebody he's
She
always.
working with 50?
Right.
I don't know that. I don't know.
Busta?
I can't say for sure.
Right.
Busta, he doesn't have the power. We love you, Busta, but
Oliver, who do you
Busta
think?
has Busta.
You know what? I don't like the term industry plant. Like, I almost feel like it's an invalidation of someone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I'm going to give someone, I'll say every female rapper that came after Nicki Minaj.
Really?
But I slightly want to defend all the industry plants because I just feel like it just potentially may be someone hating on them, you know? And trying to discredit their accomplishments.
Okay.
Yeah, could be, but I think of it too as far as like, when they be trying to push an agenda, and I think that they are definitely
Like Lil
pushing Lil Uzi
Lil Nas
and
X.
Lil Nas X and the Booty Hole Brown girl, Sexy Red.
Oh my God, Booty
goodness.
Hole Brown is crazy, first of all. I do, secretly, I'm not even gonna hold you, I do believe Sexy Red could absolutely, positively be a plant.
Because
I
why?
don't think so.
You don't
Yeah.
think?
Who
I
is
don't
listening?
think so.
Come on, we
I
gotta
think
be.
Sexy
Is
Red
she really
has
making
just-
good music?
It's all subjective. But I think the magic of Sexy Red is she has been able to represent a community that hasn't been represented on a mainstream level.
JT and Alicia were already doing that.
And Trina been doing it.
But their ghetto and
Trina been the ghetto girl.
It comes with glam. You know, it comes, they did
Who come with glam?
Trina and the City Girls. But with Sexy Red, she sliding around and slide. She
JT ain't always came with glam, baby.
I feel like Sexy Red is a whole lot more tangible, where girls who probably wouldn't automatically relate to a Trina or a City Girls can relate to a Sexy Red. But
I think it's the same people relating to both of them. I really do. I mean, Sexy Red does give that they found her straight at the laundromat.
Oh my God!
Barefoot at the laundromat, and with the baby on her hip, and they said, "We have a job for you."
But Sexy Red has been at this for years. Y'all don't remember her walking down the
Terrible.
street?
The music was
singing
terrible.
that song, that remix, that
yes, the music was terrible.
She's been doing this for years.
And it's been terrible, and all of a sudden, Booty Hole Brown went viral, and because of TikTok. It went viral because of TikTok. Let's all be honest. It went viral because of TikTok, and then all of a sudden, now she's a thing.
Yeah.
But then she had to low-key be an industry plant for them to even dig up that song out of the archives to give it to her, because isn't that like Pound Town is like an old
So I don't think that's the I don't think that makes her an industry plant though, because an industry plant is somebody who they have an unfair advantage over other people, you know, so they're not working hard themselves.
Yeah, there's other ghetto female rappers out here who don't have the same opportunities as Sexy Red.
But I don't think she's an industry plant because there's no one else who got her there. Like I can't even think of someone who
who she signed
I don't know who, but somebody did. She didn't do it on her own.
No, not Jock.
No, but she signed to them probably because she worked her way there. She wasn't already there. Like people like Coi Leray or people like, I'm trying to think of someone else.
But she blew up overnight, right?
Yeah, a lot of people, I blew up overnight. Like, you know,
but you've been working hard as well. Yeah, you're working real hard.
Yeah, but I think Sexy Red has been working hard too.
She has.
But like similarly how you had brought up
Ice Spice,
right? It's subjective.
Similarly
how you had brought up Ice Spice and I had brought up Coi Leray. Sometimes I do think even skin tone plays a role in like industry planting as well. I feel like the lighter your skin, the higher chance.
I'm not gonna hold y'all. I feel like Cardi B was a plant before she actually blew. Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
I
you
could
think
see
so?
It.
I think so. I think she was a plant before she actually like took off for real.
Yeah.
Before she started getting the brand deals, before she got her mouth fixed, before she actually got all of the work done. I think she was absolutely a plant just because she was so big. She was so big as a reality star that it was like, okay, well, where can she pivot to? She can't stay on the show. She needs to go bigger.
Yeah.
This is how we make her bigger. We give her what she wants. She wants to become an artist. Make her an artist.
I don't agree with that because she started off as
on
a
social
stripper.
media.
Yeah, she started off as a social media and she actually has a personality. Some of these people that are getting famous have no personality. For example, Bobby Altoff or whatever. Alof, my bad. I actually kind of like her humor. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I think it's pretty funny. But some people, it's like very dry humor. But a lot of people are saying Funny Marco was doing that first, and then she picked it up and she blew up from it. You know, so.
But is it that they just got a better result from doing the thing?
Maybe.
Oh,
and if I'm the winner,
shade.
You know, everybody who's losing is going to be upset. You know what I'm saying?
It's lonely at the top.
Yeah, it's very lonely at the top. And so while I do believe there are agendas in the industry to come against certain acts, like, for example, Nicki Minaj, I do believe industry people saw the success of her and was like, okay, let's put more money into the female rap because clearly this is something that people want. But on the other hand, I do feel like, there may be some people subjectively who we don't think are as entertaining or talented, but is it their fault that the world just gravitated towards them and liked what they did? You know, does that make it an industry plant, or is it that just the people like them?
Yeah, I do think people just ended up liking them because there are some other people who would also be considered industry plants, but they didn't go far because they didn't have a personality. At the end of the day, I think you do have to have a personality.
I don't think so. Not too much personality though, because I low-key feel I'm leaning more towards Tally on this one because I do feel like there is an agenda to push when you are an industry plant. You're supposed to push, people to worship things that they probably wouldn't, normally worship. You know what I'm saying? Like their sole purpose is to get a community of people on their side to believe whatever they want them to believe through their music, through what they wear. Lil Nas X made that shoe with a drop of blood in it. Sold
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Sold out. Whose blood is that?
Jesus, somebody find out.
Okay, because like, you know what I'm saying? I do agree with Tally on this one. I do feel like there is an agenda to be pushed and industry plants are put in certain rooms, in specific places. Like, let's take it back to Ice Spice when she went to that football game. The football
with
game?
Taylor Swift.
When she was throwing up the, why are you doing that? And meanwhile, you got Taylor Swift right here taking shots or drink downing beer with the model girl. I forgot her name. No, Justin Bieber's girl.
Yeah.
So I do feel like there are certain
Hidden agendas.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
that they're specifically there to push, and then they just dwindle off somewhere.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
No, there are even agendas with like beefing. Like all of a
Yeah.
sudden, all the guys are beefing, all the rappers are beefing.
They
Drake,
outside, child.
J. Cole,
I
Kendrick
love it.
Lamar. Right, they're all beefing, and they're even planting these they're faking these beefs. Like I don't know.
For entertainment, they covering up Diddy.
Oh,
Jesus.
They covering up Diddy. I've said it. You heard it here first at POV. They're covering up Diddy. Diddy is out here doing some things behind the scenes, and these rap battles are covering his tracks. Mark my words.
You think so?
Mark my words.
Friend, that's extreme.
Mark my words. And I'ma stand on that hill.
The baby
Oh, my
actually came
God.
out and had said he wouldn't even
fake.
name who it was, and he said that it was fake. But there is a clip. Take a look at this.
I got a call from a certain rapper. It's like a lyricist too. Like he say, man, all the back and forth between J. Cole and Kendrick got me fired up. Bruh, I feel like we should diss each other. You know, we cool behind closed doors. We should diss each other. And I'm not gonna disrespect nobody that I got respect for. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because of what come with it on my end, from my world, from the cloth I'm cut from. You get what I'm saying? I told him, I'm just like, nah. I said, I appreciate you thinking about me, reaching out. You know what I'm saying?
I have had
Who y'all think it
people-
was?
I don't know, but I've literally had people want to be in a relationship with me and fake a relationship just so like they could come up. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Or we both could come up. Like, yeah. So there is that is a mindset of people to like
People
even
do
latch
do
on
that,
to
Yeah,
though.
no, for
Yeah.
real.
Because there's money and there's money to be made.
Exactly.
People like beefs. People like
They
to say,
hate
oh,
when it turns
this
out
is-
to be fake. They hate when it
Yeah.
turns out to be fake and the truth comes out.
Yeah.
They hate that.
So do you think what's going on right now with all these guys outside fighting and shooting and stabbing each other, is it fake or is it real? I think a lot of
We're talking
it
about the
is.
rap people,
Yeah, the
or we're
rap
talking about the real
yeah.
people?
No, the rap people.
Oh,
all these
they're not
diss
killing
songs.
each other. They're not killing each other.
Lyrically.
But
Well, you guys, we can go down a rabbit hole, but we do have to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching POV. What's up, you guys? Thank you for sticking with us. And if you're just now tuning in, you're watching POV. Come on in and join the discussion. This next topic is about stereotypes, specifically in the LGBTQIA+ community. So I think it's fair to say that men in the community receive a lot more backlash and hate than women. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, most definitely. I would definitely agree. As the male identifying member on this panel from the community, we definitely get it a lot. You know? Especially when you're a person of color. In our culture, the Black community, there's so much emphasis and responsibility put on the Black male to exude this and be this and fulfill that. And when anything is contrary to that, you know, the Black community unfortunately comes bringing the pitchforks.
blazing.
Yes, and they want to burn it all down because they don't agree with it. They don't understand it. It's not a part of their reality.
Yeah.
It's something I've definitely dealt with.
Yeah. My goodness. I agree with that too, for sure. Sometimes, like, I even catch myself, like, for example, we had a conversation yesterday when I was like, if a man has ever been with a man before and now he identifies as straight, he's still gay to me. But if a woman has ever been with a woman and today she identifies as straight, she is whatever she is in that moment. So if I can think like that, of course, like, if I already have that predisposition to stereotype, of course, I can agree with the fact that men do get more pressure put on them. Men in the community for sure have a lot more pressure put on them, and they get a lot more backlash and a lot more hate.
Sometimes it's not even a race thing though. Like, I feel like sometimes men in general just are not, they're just not accepting of, like, men being gay. Like, they're just not accepting of it. They think it's unmanly. They think all of these things. And it's just like, what does that, I've always said this, what does somebody else's sexuality have to do with you?
Right.
What somebody else does in their bedroom, what does that have to do with you? It never made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So I hate that, but I don't feel like it's a race thing, and I don't feel like it's a men versus a gender thing. I just feel like it's people.
Yeah.
People choose to be these type of judgmental people.
Yeah.
I saw someone say today, and I thought that gave me a different perspective on it, whether I agree with it or not. And she said that sexuality is who you go to bed with, and gender is who you go to bed as.
Exactly.
Correct.
Like,
I love
whoa.
that.
Exactly.
That's spot on.
Yeah, I was like, man, she said that. That was good. Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Wow. But you mentioned that I don't know if you want to share, but you mentioned that you, as a male identifying gay man, like, you know, go through a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, I feel like other races, specifically our white counterparts, get it a little
less.
Yeah. Like, they may get it, but they don't get it as much. I feel like when men of color lean more towards the feminine route, or they identify as gay or bi, specifically us, we get it a whole lot harder from our own people versus our white counterparts and their people. You know what I mean?
Because they don't care.
Yeah, because they don't care.
They
you know what I'm
genuinely
saying?
don't care.
And I just feel like when it just comes to being Black, being Asian, being Indian, all of these ethnicities and cultures, there's such a downpour of hatred from our own people about what we choose to do with our own selves and the people in our own lives.
Yeah.
And I honestly just feel like when people get offended by me living in my own truth, there's an insecurity lying somewhere in you.
Clock
you know what
it.
I'm saying?
No, I
because
agree.
when
Clock
a straight
it.
man walks in the room, I'm not like, oh my God,
Right,
there's a straight man in the room. No, you do your own thing.
Right.
You know, I can hear my uncles, my grandparents, grandfathers, cousins, brothers talk about girls all day. It's not going to bother me because that's y'all's thing. I feel like when people get upset with me talking the way I talk and being me, is it that you want to be with me? Do you want to be like me?
Are you
currently with someone like me?
Back here
Are you
again?
When you
curious?
leave here, what shoes are you putting on? What are you doing your secret time?
Right.
I
You know?
agree. I all the way down to the point at which if I meet a man and he's like interested in me and I find out he's even an ounce of homophobe, you know, especially against gay men, I will cut that off right then and there because I just automatically assume you're hiding something.
Yeah.
You know, I just automatically assume that. And on top of that, I have so many friends that are in the community. Like, why would I even like associate with someone like that? But I wholeheartedly agree with that. Like, honestly.
Come on, Tabby.
Okay, so what I think, and I could be wrong, but this is like, you know, my recollection or understanding of it. I feel like one, your sexuality, just like whether people smoke or drink or do these things, they should be done like that's your thing. So it should be like a, under wraps type thing. But I feel like, where it comes in a little bit different sometimes is like when you have people that are homosexual and they're like extra overbearing, I feel like that is what blurs the line for some people with like being able to just accept it. Because first of all, you shouldn't have to worry about what someone is doing secretly, but when it becomes a public thing, which I'm not saying at all, hi, don't be you, but I feel like sometimes when the conversation is just so like extra, it's like, let's be like regular people first, because we're not having sex here, we're not doing that stuff here, so can we just be regular people, and then when we do after, that's our business.
They are regular people.
Yeah, yes, I'm saying, of course they are regular people. That's not what I'm saying, Judy. What I'm saying is, as far as like, let's like when...
Explain extra for the people at home.
Yeah.
Explain like when you say extra in a conversation, what do you mean?
And I'm not saying like extra for me, because I'm extra. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying extra in the sense of like if you have someone that is like maybe like kind of homophobic or something like that, and maybe to them they feel like, okay, well maybe they won't have to worry about, or they're not thinking about your sexuality, or it's not in the forefront of their mind if I can just talk to you as a man. Okay. You know what I'm saying? If we can just talk to regular things, if I can talk to another gay woman as a woman, and then we're not talking about sexuality. You know what I'm saying? Because that's supposed to be like a private thing. Yeah. But I feel like everything... I feel like
that's only if that gay man or that person is not presenting them something that they would deem normal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a man could walk up to... Oliver, sorry, I lost it for a second. A man could walk up to you in your like very masculine form, you know what I'm saying, and have a regular conversation with you, not even know that Oliver is a gay man. Right. You know what I'm saying? But if Oliver was to be approached like this, then a person could assume that he could possibly, like men. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's your perception and how you perceive people, regardless of what someone is wearing or how they, present themselves, shouldn't just automatically let you assume that, oh, this person is gay, I shouldn't talk to them, or whatever the case is. Yeah. But I feel like a lot of people, specifically men, I'm gonna be honest, specifically straight men, look at people for face value, you know what I'm saying? But if I was to walk around with baggy pants and baggy clothes, I wouldn't be looked at as,
I feel like women for sure have a little bit of free range to be more fluid.
Absolutely.
And with men, it just depends on, for lack of better terms, how flamboyant you are. Yeah. Because I have male friends who are gay, but they are more masculine presenting. They'll probably just wear a suit, and then they'll be treated with such respect. And then I come around with a friend who is, again, for lack of better words, more on the flamboyant side, or more
very manly gay men, though.
Right,
like,
and then people be mad too. Right, and then I'll have like people treat them a completely different way, and same with the music industry.
But can I add? Let me add a caveat to that. My experience is, since coming out, men, especially black men, have been the most supportive of me.
Really?
And growing up, still to this day, black straight men have been the most supportive of me, and still to this day, the issues I experience with who I am have come from black women the most.
Really?
But you know what?
Yes.
I'm not one of them.
Yes, no, of course not. You're definitely not one of them. But black women have given me a harder time than black men.
In what sense, though?
So when the discussion of me being gay came out, I was probably like 13. My uncles, my grandparents, my grandfather specifically, were the first people who were like, we don't care.
Yeah.
People at school, the boys at school were like, we don't care. Yes. I never got bullied by a guy one time in high school, in college, in my adult life. Now, what they did behind my back, I don't know. But in front of my face, I've never had an issue with another man in my entire life as it relates to my sexuality. Yeah. Women have given me issues. Women have said, why are you wearing my eyelashes? It belongs to you. Why are you wearing my clothes? It belongs to you. Why is your body shaped like this? It belongs to you.
Wow, I would have never thought that.
Oh yes, most definitely. Oh no, women, and I love my black women. Yeah. I am a product of black women working hard, smart black women, honest black women, God-fearing black women. Unfortunately, some of my biggest pushback have come from Black women saying
And
some
that
of the
could be
most
those
craziest
insecure
things.
people that
Right.
you talked about earlier.
I mean, you know.
Well, they just a little bit jealous of your confidence. It doesn't even have to be like
Your
what you actually
Yeah.
it's the
present. It
confidence.
is your confidence that you exude.
Yeah, and I'm gonna shut up, and I want to the people at home when some
Right here.
Yeah, when to the people at home, if you see someone and them just being you. I'm sorry, if you see someone and them just being them bothers you, you need to look inward and say, what's bothering me about
Exactly.
me?
Right.
Hello.
You know?
Right.
What's bothering me that seeing someone else in their happiness live their truth according to their own
Clock that
standards
T,
is bothering
Oliver.
me.
Clock that
Right.
T.
Right.
It makes me wonder, like, even down to artists like Frank Ocean and Sam Smith, when like right before they even came out, like their music would be booming, and then they come out and they kind of go on the downhill. Now I'm like, is it the woman that stopped listening to them?
Wow.
Like,
People forgot all about Frank, but they still support Sam.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
very true. But it makes me wonder. It's like, oh, when you come out, like you get shunned, you know, by not
Yeah.
only the industry but some of your fans. But now I'm like, dang, it was the woman. Like, well, I don't know if it was the woman.
Yeah, I don't
but like,
know.
you know, yeah.
I wonder if guys, are more supportive because maybe Black men feel so unspoken on their own that maybe they're proud to see you be able to speak, and to be spoken,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is some of the things that my uncle said. My Uncle Keith, shout out Uncle Keith if he's watching. I remember him telling me, I'm just glad you told the truth. Like, I'm just glad
Right.
you not like
He
some
probably
of,
waiting to
some
tell
of these
whatever
other
his
peoples in our
truth
family
is.
that's around here
Yeah,
lying, got
yeah.
wives and doing all. I'm just glad you living your truth and you're
Oh
happy.
my goodness,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
trades or
Amen.
something. Well, is that a derogatory term? I'm
Trade? No, it's not.
Okay,
no,
yeah.
no. The term isn't.
Yeah.
The noun, the man is.
Yeah,
That's derogatory.
basically, real quick, a trade is like a man who's like super undercover, gay, but he has like a whole wife at home. But like,
Ish. So a
Yeah.
trade would be someone who's very
Super quick if we have to go.
masculine presenting, but
Yeah.
he is homosexual or
yes,
participates in
that
homosexual
one.
activity.
But you guys, thank you so much, Oliver, for hanging out with us today. Catch
This
us
was
back
fun.
here tomorrow,
Yes, thank
same time, same
you.
place. Bye.